mention how much I love Abbott Elementary. I say it every week. I love, 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 love this show. I love it. Now let's get into the review. Alright, so we first get a glimpse of what the episode is basically going to be like when we see all of the teachers in the teachers lounge, and Janine is on the computer looking at videos of what they call the wish list, which is basically videos that teachers are making to ask for help and support to get supplies for their classroom. And then she goes and kind of shows what they need, but they're not getting. They say they're going to get them the things that they need, and they don't. So it kind of reminded me of this. I'm not really sure what it's called here, but like teachers can basically apply for a grant, I think it is, and they get to pick out whatever they need for the classroom, and basically tell it a little bit about themselves, and they find out within a few weeks if they get a certain amount of money granted to them for the supplies that they need, and they deliver it to the school. And it's really cool. I learned about it last year, but one of the highlights of the show for me was in the beginning when she was watching one of the teacher's videos. The teacher stated her name in the state in which she was in, and she said, Louisville, Kentucky, hey, which is where I'm from and where I live now. So that was kind of cool. So we see that, and they're basically saying, like, what are you going to do to get these things on the wish list? And you should basically just leave it alone, as they always do. She's always eager and ready to get the help and do what she needs to do to, support the school, to support the students. And then, of course, you have the other teachers who are kind of like set in their ways, as I say all the time, which the one teacher that was pretty set in her ways and kind of like, I just make do with what I have was Shirley Ralph's character, Barbara. And Janine basically went over to Barbara like, hey, like, I know that you need stuff too. Like, why aren't you trying to get in on this? And she's kind of like, I've learned just to suck it up and get what I get and don't have a fit. My kids are fine. But really, you could tell, like, she was kind of feeling like, I guess she wanted to. She just didn't want to ask for help to be able to make the video. And so Janine tries to do a video on her own. It doesn't really pop. So she asked the principal, who says, I make viral videos all the time. They love me on TikTok with y'all. The principal, she's hilarious to me. Because she don't care about nobody but herself. And it's so funny. But she's basically like, I'll make the video for you. So they agreed that the principal makes the video for Janine. They come back the next day. The video has over 20,000 views. And everybody's going crazy. And then you find out that she gets everything that she wants on the wish list. And she's so super excited. She's telling everybody about it. And you kind of look and see Barbara's kind of like salty, but still trying to, be like, yay, good for you. But she feels the type of way because she sent in her wish list and didn't get anything yet. And so Janine, being the super savior of the school and the students and the staff, decides to, she came up with this idea to make a video for Barbara in order for her to go viral and get the things that she needed as well. So she asked help from the principal. At first, the principal was like, no, she's prideful, she's older, she's set in her ways, she doesn't want our help, so I'm not even going there with her. And then Janine kind of got bummed out about it, and then the principal was like, okay, I'll do it for you. So she made the video for Barbara. Unbeknownst to Janine, the video was nothing like hers. This video was more like sappy. It was in black and white. She just kept on saying over and over in the video how Barbara was the oldest teacher in the poorest school. She even had the students like acting out as they were very sad and just like blah in the classroom, which Janine was like, why did you do this? Like, what the heck is wrong with you? And she was just like, if Barbara sees this, she's gonna flip, basically. And little did we know, Barbara didn't know anything about the video being made. They basically did this behind her back. And so even before they made the video, Barbara was like, kind of like, it's okay that I didn't get anything on the wish list. Sometimes, God, answers our prayers, and sometimes he doesn't, and we just have to make do, like I said, with what we got. And so she kind of left it there. And then that's when they made the video, and then Janine was kind of like nervous, like, I can't believe you made this type of video. That's not what I asked you to do. Like, this is crazy. Still keeping it in the secret from Barbara. But then all of a sudden, Barbara gets a delivery. Everybody's in the break room, and it's tons and tons and tons of boxes full of all types of stuff for her. And she's like, see, Janine, I told you, if you just have patience, you just wait, you're going to get what you need, and you're going to have more of it. And Janine's kind of like, yay, yay, but little do you know, like, it's because of the video, and so she's all excited about it. And then we jump to Gregory, which Janine comes in the room, kind of asking him how he's been doing, and notices that his room is just bare. The walls have nothing on them. There's nothing there. He took everything down, and she's kind of like, you need to put a little bit of your own energy, your own swag, your own personality into your room. Like, you're here, like, make yourself at home. And he was basically kind of like, nah, I'm good. I don't do that type of stuff. I'm just here to do my job and leave when it's time for me to go somewhere else. So she just continues to encourage people all throughout it. Like, one of the teachers called her hyperactive heart. So she encourages him to do it, and then she comes in again maybe a day later, and he's got just random, like, animal pictures up that have, like, quotes on it, like encouraging quotes, and she's basically like, you just look like you went into an office supply store and got stuff for the first posters that you saw and stuck it on the wall. And he was kind of like, and then the camera moves down and you see him like stuffing the office supply store bags underneath his desk, and he was kind of like, they're not that bad. And she was like, no, you need like more of you, like, come on, like. And he's basically telling her, I don't really get comfortable in the places where I'm assigned to sub, because who knows how long I'll be here. I don't get close to people. I'm just here to do a job and leave. And she basically in her own way tells him, like, no, you're here. Like, make yourself comfortable. Be you. Do you. And these kids really like you. Like, so, kind of chill out a little bit. And then she sees that he opens up a drawer on his desk, and he has all these pictures that the children have given him. And she's like, well, you need to put these on the wall. Like, these are dope. These are cool. And he's like, really? Like, I didn't know, like, people really did that. And she was like, well, yeah, that means that they like you, when they give you little pictures and stuff. And it just made me crack up because, again, I work in a school. I'm a assistant teacher. And when I tell y'all, I have pictures on my refrigerator right now of just random pictures of butterflies, elephants, all type of stuff from kids. They write their name on there and they walk up to you, I made this for you, I made this for you. And it just like, y'all really do love me. So, that kind of like softened him up a little bit for her to let him know, like, they're doing this because they like you and you're making an impact. So like make yourself at home, basically. And so they jump back to the storyline with Barbara and Janine and the principal and the wish list. And we see the principal coming in with all these people. I don't know necessarily who they were. I guess kind of not reporters or anybody, but I guess people who just have like a big following, and they wanted to come in and surprise Barbara's class because, again, she was the poorest. She works at the poorest school. She's the oldest teacher. Like, the principal made the big deal about that, so they wanted to like have this big story on her or whatever. And they walk in the class and she's kind of like, what's going on? And then the principal's feeding into it because y'all know she's all about being in the spotlight. And then you see Janine walking in and basically was like, no, y'all need to leave. She rushes them out, and then she takes Barbara to the hallway and she tells her, I saw that you were kind of bummed out that you didn't get the wish list, and I did, and I know that you really wanted it. So I had the principal make you a video. And she was like, made a video? Like, what? And she could tell that Janine's heart was in the right place, but she was just like, I didn't ask you to do that. But Janine was just like, you do not need to see the video, basically. And she was just like, thanking her and saying, you know, basically don't always, which was something that I guess a lot of people need to hear, was don't always, amplify what you don't have. You know, be grateful for what you do have. She was like, and especially with kids, like, unless somebody's constantly telling them, like, you don't have this and you don't have that, they're not going to know. They're going to be satisfied and they're going to be happy with what they do have. So I thought that was a very good little lesson in the story today, in the episode. And so Janine was kind of like, you know what, you're right. And she was like, are you going to give the stuff back? And she was like, no, I'm keeping that stuff. That's some good stuff. And when I tell y'all the things that I've seen teachers get when they put in stuff like wish lists or try to get grants and money to buy stuff like that, that stuff is so nice. I mean, talking about iPads, tablets, sand tables, all type of cool little like magnetic Lego block things. Like, it's crazy. So much Play-Doh, so many things you can use for math. Like, it's just insane. But I mean, the help is out there. Some people have more luck in getting in than others, but the help is out there, and it's just amazing about how quickly they get that stuff too. So the only other thing going on in the episode that was kind of funny was that earlier in the episode, there was an older lady who dropped off, I think it was like a fax machine or a copier, and she wanted to donate it because she knew that, you know, they were looking for donations. And basically Janine was like, this is old, like, we really don't need that. We need supplies for the kids. And the lady was kind of like, I don't care what you're talking about, take this. And then she was like, but it doesn't have a plug and it smokes and it doesn't work, but you can keep it, bye. And they wanted to throw it away, and the janitor kept coming through calling it trash. But the teacher, Jacob, he wanted to try to repurpose it and use it for something, and he was determined to figure out another way to use it without throwing it away. But eventually it ended up being trash. So that kind of storyline was just learn how to let stuff go. But yeah, y'all, it was a really funny episode. Some cute little things going on and little quirky stuff going on in the episode. I love the show so much. I can't say it enough. I really do. Quinta Brunson, you did that with Abbott Elementary. And I thank all of you guys for watching the reviews, this will be the third. So the 2 reviews that I do have up, like, I thank you guys for watching it. I really hope you guys are tuning in and catching it either at 9 on ABC or the next day on Hulu. And just continue to support it and continue to have some good quality TV, heartfelt stuff people can relate to. Because I never thought I would be able to relate to a TV show as much as this one. But seeing it from the other side, working in the elementary school, I'm telling y'all, they got it. They did that. So I will see you guys next week for another review. If I missed anything, put it in the comments. Tell me what y'all thought about it. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.